So I know the title Fountain of Tears maybe does not sound like a fun way to spend your Saturday night, but the actual title of this opera is Ainadamar, the Spanish way of pronouncing I'm not even gonna try this one. But they all mean the same thing, which is a place where the poet Federico García Lorca was executed. Still doesn't really sound fun, but I am willing to bet that you will leave the Detroit Opera House like this. Olé! So Federico García Lorca was a Spanish poet and writer. He wrote plays mostly. He was very famous for being considered a rebel in the 1900s because in Spain at the time it was very taboo to talk about social class inequalities, homosexuality, and women and their place in society. And of course, this guy talked about all of that in his work. And he was very successful. Until, unfortunately, the Spanish Civil War happened, and at only 38 years old, he was executed by the nationalists. Anyway, back to the opera. The story is set 30 years after Lorca's execution, and the main character of this plot is his muse and friend, the actress Margarita Sirgu. And she fled Spain. She is now in Uruguay and she is rehearsing one of Lorca's plays. In the middle of the opera, you have a flashback of her remembering how she went to Lorca's house and begged him to flee with her to Cuba, and how he refused and stayed in Spain and then was executed in Ainadamar. To come back to why I went crazy and tried to clap in a very flamenco-y way is because Garcia Lorca was a huge fan of flamenco, the dance. And so it is a major element in this opera. And there's a bunch of other influences musically, stylistically. It's really, really cool. And I do deeply apologize for whatever olé this was.